Namaste, mere pyare bachcho. Welcome back. So, exam season is here, right? I can just feel the pressure, books everywhere, tension in the air. But listen, don't you worry one bit. Because today, we're going to unlock a superpower that's been hiding inside your head all along.
Has this ever happened to you? You've pulled an all-nighter, you know the chapter inside and out, but the minute that question paper lands on your desk, your mind just goes poof, completely blank. It's just the worst feeling, isn't it? Well, guess what? We're going to make sure that that nightmare never, ever happens to you again. All right, so let's get right into it. You know, a lot of us think memory is some kind of, magic trick, but it's not. It's actually a super simple 3-step journey. Honestly, it's as easy as sending a file on your phone. Yeah, that's simple. So what are these 3 steps? Well, here they are. First up is encoding. Think of this as hitting the record button. Your brain is taking in all the info. Next is storage. This is like hitting save. The brain puts that file away safely. And the last one, the most important for exams, is retrieval. This is when you need to open that file. So it's record, save, open. Encoding, storage, retrieval. See? Super simple. Now take a look at this. This diagram here, this is called the stage model of memory. And honestly, you can think of it as the Google Maps for your brain. It shows you the exact route your notes take, right from your eyes all the way to the answer on your exam paper. So come on, let's follow this journey together. Okay, first stop on our map, sensory memory. Everything, and I mean everything, you see, hear, taste, touch, it all enters here first. But here's the catch. It's like a super, super quick photo. You know when you wave a Fuljati on Diwali and you see that trail of light for just a moment? That's it. That's your sensory memory. It's got a huge capacity, but now if you pay attention to something, it gets promoted to the next stage, short-term memory, or STM. I like to call this the brain's little notepad, or maybe the RAM in your computer. It can hold about 7 things, like a phone number someone just told you. But you only have about 30 seconds to use it. If you don't keep repeating it to yourself, it just disappears. And now, we arrive at the final destination, the mothership, long-term memory, or LTM. Just look at this, Bacho. Capacity unlimited. Duration a lifetime. This is your brain's massive, permanent hard disk. It stores everything important, from the formula for photosynthesis to the memory of your very first bicycle. It's all in there, forever. So this huge hard disk isn't just one big mess. It's neatly organized into folders. And the 2 main folders are right here, Declarative and Procedural. Declarative is all about telling. It's for facts you can, declare, like Delhi is the capital of India. Simple. Procedural is all about doing. It's the memory for skills like riding a cycle or, bowling that perfect googly. You don't think about it, you just do it. Okay, let's double-click on that telling memory folder, the declarative one. Inside, you'll find 2 more subfolders. First, there's episodic memory. This is your life story, all the episodes of your life. Your last birthday party, that school trip to Manali, that's all episodic. Then there's semantic memory. This is your general knowledge, your personal Google. It's all the facts you know, like H2O is water, or the rules of cricket. So one is your autobiography, and the other is your encyclopedia. Okay, I know what you're thinking. If our brain is this amazing supercomputer, then why on earth do we go blank in the exam hall, right? Well, first of all, relax. Forgetting is totally, 100% normal. It's not a bug, it's a feature. There are real scientific reasons for it. So let's put on our detective hats and investigate the case of the missing answer.
All right, detective. Our first suspect is called trace decay. It sounds complicated, but it's super simple. Imagine you make a path through a grassy field. If you walk on it every day, the path stays clear, right? But what happens if you stop using it? The grass grows over and the path disappears. Your memories are exactly like that path. If you don't revise, if you don't walk on that memory path, it just fades away. It really is a case of use it or lose it. Our second suspect is a real troublemaker, and it's called interference. This happens when all your memories start getting jumbled up and fighting with each other for attention. Think about your study table right before an exam. It's a mess, right? Books and notes everywhere. Now imagine trying to find that one important formula in that mess. The formula is there, but it's buried under everything else. That's interference. And this troublemaker, interference, comes in two types. Just look at this table. First, you have retroactive interference. Retro means backwards, right? So this is when new learning makes you forget old stuff. Like you study chapter 5 really well and suddenly, poof, you've forgotten chapter 4. The new stuff pushes out the old. Then there's proactive interference. Pro means forward. This is when old learning makes it hard to learn new things. Like you're so used to riding your old scooter, it feels weird trying to learn how to drive a car. Both are super common during exams. Okay, enough of the detective work. We've found the culprits. Now, let's talk about how to defeat them. It's time for the solutions. We're moving from problems to power-ups. I'm going to share some amazing memory hacks that will turn you all into memory champions for your exams. Ready? Let's do this. Memory hack number 1 is a game changer. It's called chunking. Look at that long number on the screen, 1983-2011. Trying to remember that is so tough, right? Your brain just gives up. But what if we chunk it? What if we look at it as 1983 and 2011? Hey, wait a minute. Those are the years we won the Cricket World Cup. See what we did? We took a long, meaningless number and turned it into 2 super meaningful chunks. So easy to remember now. Okay, this next hack is super cool, especially if you're a visual person. It's called the method of loci. Loci just means places. Try this with me. Imagine you have to remember 5 important points for a long answer, okay? Now picture your house. Place point number 1 on your pillow. Put point number 2 on the sofa in the living room. Point 3 on the kitchen counter. Got it? Now in the exam, all you have to do is take a mental walk through your house and, ta-da! You can just pick up the points as you go. It's like building a memory palace. And here's one you've probably used a million times without even thinking about it. The first letter technique. This is a classic mnemonic. You just take the first letter of everything you need to remember and make a new word. The most famous one in the world has to be VibJor, right? For the colors of the rainbow. It's so simple, you might even think it's childish. But trust me, it is one of the most powerful ways to remember things in order. All right, we've had some simple hacks. Now it's time for the ultimate study weapon. This is the PQRST method. It's not just a trick, it's a full-on strategy for how to study a chapter properly. It goes like this. First, preview, just skim the chapter. Then question, turn the headings into questions. What is this about? Then you read to find the answers. This is the crucial part, self-recitation. Close the book and say the answers out loud to yourself. And finally, you test yourself. If you follow these 5 steps, you're not just reading, you're actively learning. Okay, before we move on, here are 2 quick pro tips for you. First, please, please, please aim for deep processing. Don't just do ratamar, mindless memorization. Ask why, understand the concept, connect it to something you already know. That's how information sticks. And second, minimize interference. Remember that troublemaker? Don't study physics and then immediately jump to maths. That's a recipe for disaster. Mix it up, study physics, then maybe take a break or study some English or history. Give your brain a chance to organize the files. All right, theory time is over. Hack time is over. Now it's time for a live demonstration. Let's put everything we've learned into practice. I'm going to show you exactly how to take this knowledge and use it to write a perfect 3 out of 3 answer in your exam. Okay. Imagine you're in the exam hall. You turn the page and you see this question. What are mnemonics? Describe 2 types with examples. 3 marks. Now the old you might have panicked, but the new you, you've got this. You just take a deep breath and your brain starts retrieving that file we saved. No stress. And
This is what a full marks answer looks like. You start with a simple, clear definition. Point number 1. Mnemonics are strategies to improve memory. Done. Then you break it down. Type 1. Chunking. Give the definition, grouping small items into bigger ones. And give that perfect example, remembering a phone number in chunks. Then type 2. First letter technique. Again, definition, and the classic vibe jor example. See? Clean, point-wise, perfect. The examiner will be so happy.
And just before we wrap up, here's a little thought from a very famous philosopher. He said, "The advantage of a bad memory is that one enjoys several times the same good things for the first time." Kind of nice, isn't it? Like watching your favorite movie and it feels new every time. It's a sweet thought, but maybe, just maybe, we can save the bad memory for all the silly mistakes we've made and keep a super sharp memory for the exams. What do you say?
So listen to me very carefully, bachon. I want you to walk away from this knowing one thing. You are not forgetful. Your brain is an absolute supercomputer, more powerful than anything you can buy. And today, you just got a peek into its user manual. You now have the tools, you have the power. So go out there and ace those exams. Chinta mat karo. You are going to do great. Shabash!